All right, everybody, picture this. You go out shopping on the weekend. You love your Sunday shopping. You go out to the store. You're looking for something in particular. You find it on the shelf. You love it. You're so happy it was on sale. Then you get to the cash. You pay because you're a good person. You didn't steal it. You paid. You took out your credit card. You swiped your card. You tapped your card. I paid for my purchase. And then you walk out of the store, or you're trying to walk out of the store, and a person at the end says, whoa, stop. I need to see your receipt. Open up that bag. I want to check that bag. Are stores allowed to do that? Well, the Canadian Civil Liberties Association is asking some questions just about that. Michael Bryant is Executive Director and General Counsel for the Canadian Civil Liberties Association. He joins me on the line now. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
Let's take the example of Walmart, for instance, because we know they're doing this in certain stores. So you go to Walmart, you go through, let's say, self-checkout, because now they're forcing so many people to go through that self-checkout. And then after you do that, a person stops you, wants to check your receipt, they want to check your bag. Are they allowed to do that in this free country we call Canada?
No.
No. Pretty simple.
Look, on the one hand, it's an illegal search.
Mm-hmm.
They can. There's something called the shoplifter's privilege. If they've witnessed a crime taking place, if they've witnessed a theft, they can detain someone. They can keep someone in the store until the police shows up.
Mm-hmm.
But even in those circumstances, they're not allowed to search your belongings. They can ask. They can say, can we open up that bag and look at what's in there together?
Yeah.
But the customer doesn't have to comply with the search. Even the police, on the streets can't stop and search people. They need reasonable and probable cause. So the search is illegal, period.
So you would tell someone who gets confronted as they're leaving a store to just say, no, thank you. I appreciate your concern. No, thank you. And keep walking.
See, here's the rub. This is the thing, though, is sometimes civil liberties martyrdom comes at a cost.
Yes.
When you're standing in line, say in a Costco, and everybody's like opening up their bags, and you're like, am I going to be the wolf or am I going to be a sheep here? Mm-hmm. What am I going to do? And if I complain, if I say no, will I be delayed? Am I going to be held up? Is this going to be embarrassing? And nobody can promise you that the store won't delay you or hold you up. Yeah. They shouldn't.
It may cost you more time by standing up for your rights.
So, you could always say no, see what they do, mm-hmm. and then if it looks like you're going to be delayed, then do whatever you think you have to do. But the real problem, the focus, I think we're asking the wrong question.
What's the right question?
Why are they doing this? Poor Walmart, poor Costco. I mean, really, poor Walmart. What? They're going to say that there's a shoplifting pandemic, and all those numbers, I think, are hyped. They're driven by the retail industry and by the security industry, who's in their interests to justify them searching people's bags. They're trying to shave a little bit off of their costs and their inventory shrinkage. And they can do that. Go ahead and do that, but just do it in a way that doesn't violate people's rights. They've come up with a solution that's cheap. The Walmart greeter turns into a Walmart cop.
Yeah.
But
has it gone up? Has it gone up in the age of the self-checkout, Michael? Is that where this is becoming a big problem?
We don't know that. This is another example of a new technology being introduced and people having their rights compromised as we all get used to this new technology. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody begged the industry to bring in self-checkout. They're obviously doing self-checkout to save money themselves, right? There's going to be less employees as a result of self-checkout. Yes, they want to see whether or not more people are cheating, but they don't have any research to suggest that they are.
Yeah.
And until they do, they don't have a justification. And regardless, this isn't the way to do it. There are, some of these machines are more sensitive than others, and there are technological fixes to deal with a situation where, the bag just got heavy, but but you didn't scan the price. And at that point, then somebody can be called over, and at that point, you can confirm it. Why? Well, because the bag just got heavier, and nobody scanned the price.
Michael,
That's not what's happening here.
I have to ask you about Costco because it's a membership. You have to get a membership, right? So, is there any different? Is there a difference with the place like Costco here in Canada? I don't know, like Sam's Club in the U.S. Any place that requires a membership? Is there a difference there?
There's a difference, but I'm not sure that it holds up to legal scrutiny.
Really?
Yeah, because, look, it's in the contract, but it's not like you have an opportunity to opt out of that part of the contract. Just because they put an unconscionable provision in the fine print of a contract doesn't mean that it gets upheld.
Gotcha.
So, it is true that if you take out a membership, you've agreed to well, I don't know what you've agreed to, but you've certainly clicked the button that says, yeah, I want the membership.
Yeah.
And you go along with all the fine print, and the fine print does say that they have what they call the right to search your bags. But again, that's not the way that this industry should be behaving. In this case, the risks and the wrongs that come with this, everything from violating people's privacy, their liberty, their right to be left alone, the potential for profiling, racial profiling, and poverty profiling, and the humiliation of being treated as if you're a suspect and not a shopper.
Yeah.
Those wrongs are not justified by what just amounts to profit. They're just trying to make more money. Well, make more money off something else's back than our civil liberties is what I'd say.
Michael Bryan is Executive Director and General Counsel for the Canadian Civil Liberties Association. Michael, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you.